for the coaching session tonight. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go to work. Oh, I want to show you my new shirt. Look at this. It's the Summit Icon shirt. I spent the week on retreat with my buds. Randy Kunkel and Peter Mahoney and Glenn Baker and Christy V, and we're just all these guys, and they're out at some bar restaurant. They're partying. I said, hey, I gotta go and do some TNT Thursday Nitro training. So I'm waiting for it. Kathy Singer, Jesse's in the house. Oh my God, it's Kathy Singer, Jesse Charles, Brittany's in the house. Jason's here. TNT, go, boom, baby. Autumn's in the house. Boy, you're joining me. I can hardly wait. Brittany, good to see ya. Yeah, you're so excited. Me too, Britt. Who else? Janie, she's in the house. Janie B, the stylist. Hello, hello, Master Co. Oh, you're a poet and you don't even know it. Christy Laurie, Kathy L. Baker, the crazy DSC from down south. How you doing, Kathy? Haven't seen you in a little while, girl. Hey, there's Aries in the house. David Ficasello, Jose D. You're in the big Calman. Hey, man, I'm going to be coming out to San Jose pretty quick. Natalie, Nat, you personal message me your numbers. Hey, Natalie is in the house tonight. Nat, what did your average ticket went up like from $63 to $80? She's trending like a 22% increase. She's probably going to make $20,000 more this year. Good to see you, Nat. Jeannie Wagner's in the house. Michelle Golden. Autumn B. Jackie Fuller. You and I were hanging out. You're still in the house. Jackie, I smell money on you, girl. Tina, Michelle Golden, Lori Horkey. Okay, good. So we're waiting. Did you bring some of your homework with you? Because I'm going to do a coaching demonstration tonight to show you approximately where you need to be on a monthly basis in money before you've earned the right to raise your price. So here's what I want you to do. Some of you, I want to be able to give you your examples. So look, I've got the homework written down, right? You need to post on my column right now. I need to know your average ticket. I need you to know your woman's haircut price. Jackie, do that for me if somebody else doesn't, will ya? And then I need your single process color price for your retouches. And then I need your favorite add-on price, but make that add-on a minimum of $10, but it'd be great. Don't go over 15, because if I have those numbers, then I can coach you. I want to teach you tonight when to raise your prices. I'm going to try to give you a simple thing. I'm going to figure out the math. If you've got your prices with you, but you're afraid to kind of text them in, okay. Oh, Natalie, she's the first one, so I'll use Nat as my coach. So I'm going to coach Natalie. You guys are going to watch me. You're like in a coaching theater, right? And you're going to be watching, like your physicians or interns sitting in the balcony, and Natalie and me, we're in the center of this, in the theater, and I'm now going to coach her on when to raise her prices. So here we go. So Natalie's average ticket, and she's got a pretty big average ticket. It says it's $88. Right? I'm gonna take this off so I can coach her. So it's $88, yes. So I'm gonna put $88 for her average ticket. And then her haircut price is $41. And her haircut price is $41. Her color price is $59. And her add-on price is $18. Okay? Now, as you're looking, see? Now, all you people that are watching me, Bruce is in the house, and Autumn, and I bet you there's probably a couple hundred people watching the program right now. And your prices, it doesn't matter. So this is not about, are you charging higher or low price? No. You take your prices and you take the ride with me. So Natalie, I'm going to take $41 for a haircut, because that's what Natalie charges, right? And I'm going to, I use a real cool app. This is my hairdresser-friendly app. Look at, as I show it to you, there's no buttons to push. I'm just going to take $41, and I'm going to multiply $41 times 90. $41 times 90. Why? Because that's what The Summit uses a level chart, and we're just going to use that 90. Now, this is not the 11th commandment. So I'm just using that as a swag. Swag means a scientific wild ass guess, right? So we're trying to get in a general area about where you need to be before you can raise your price, okay? Charmaine, are you in that bar, Char? And then Shora and Lizzie, you're in the house. Holly, Elizabeth, I was texting you today, Elizabeth. I know you're feeling a lot better. Bruce, okay, cool. So I did the arithmetic, gang, and here's what I got. I came up with $3,690, and I'm going to round it off. I don't like these odd numbers, so I'm going to round it off to $3,700. And don't worry about the Y right now. All you would need to do is take your haircut price and multiply it times 90. So you go ahead and do that while I get here, right? Now, next, I'm going to take Natalie's price that she charges for a single process color retouch, okay? And she charges $59. Now, some of you charge more, some of you charge less. It doesn't really matter, right? You're going to multiply that times 25. So 25 is just a number I use that 25 colors a month is something good to shoot for, okay? So we're going to take 25 and we're going to multiply 25 times 59. 25 times 59. What do we got? 25 times 59, you can see, I don't see if can you see that here? Yeah, you can see that. $1,475. Natalie, I'm going to round it to 15 to keep it simple. Okay, so I'm going to put $1,500 here. Now, somebody's saying, are you saying that I have to do $1,500 in color and $3,700 in haircuts? No. We're going to add those numbers up because it really doesn't matter. We're going to look at the big number, okay? Then Natalie does add-ons, and she charges $18. Natalie, I don't know what you're doing for $18, probably a chem shot or something, huh? Evie's in the house. Kate Parker, you're in California. Evie, you're in Wisconsin. Miss Amito T, Connie is in the house. Debbie's in the house. Charlene's back, joined us. Good to have all you guys. I'm in the middle of a coaching session. We're in a theater. We're doing some work. So let me get this handled. Thanks for the love, and thanks for the wows, and thanks for the likes. I got it. So if I take 30, I'm going to take her add-on price. Now, your add-ons might be $10. Your add-ons might be $15. Doesn't really matter. Natalie's is $18. So I'm going to take $18 and I'm going to multiply it times 30. Why? Because that's just a rule of thumb that we use. If you can do 30 add-ons a month, that's a cool thing. So I did the arithmetic. See? Let me see if you can see it. There it is. There it is. Can you see that? That's 540. So now I got three numbers. How many numbers do I have? I have three numbers. I have 3,700, I have 1,500, and I have 540. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add those three numbers. And that's going to give me what Natalie would need to be for the month if she was just seeing if she was if she would qualify for some readiness to raise her prices. Let's see what those numbers are. All right, now, here we go. I'm going to take 3,700. I'm going to add it to 1,500. Wonder if it'll do that for me. Yes, it did. 1,500. There we go. 3,700. I got to do it again. Sometimes my app acts real goofy. 1,500. There we go. I hope it'll do it. Yeah, I figured it out. It's $5,200 so far, but we have to add on the other 540. I'm going to round it off, Natalie, to 550. I just want to round it to 550. You trust? Will you let me do that, Nat? Thanks. I love it. Now, that number comes to about $5,750. So in Natalie's salon, she lives at a higher level. So Nat, you and I need to have a conversation after this because a lot of people that I'm coaching aren't on the level system. So you would need to take your numbers that on the level that I think you're like in level 4 or 4A and do different multiples on those. So your metrics are going to be higher. As a matter of fact, Natalie, if you're what's your level, Nat? Natalie, are you in level 4? Okay, so you're Natalie. You're going to be higher. Numbers are going to be closer to 120 haircuts rather than 90. And you're going to be at about 55 colors. I mean, you know Natalie, right? But I want to get back because I'm coaching the universe tonight. So if you haven't been hanging out with me before, this is called Raising Your Prices 101. So we're just using Natalie's numbers. So don't get confused on me. So you take 90 haircuts times your haircut price. You take 25 single process color retouches times your color price, and then you take 30 add-on prices times your add-on service price. You add them all up. Now, in Natalie's case, that's a big number. That number is $5,750. Okay, now, when you do your math, I bet most of you, because I've done this for like thousands of people, and most of you will probably live somewhere around 4,200, 4,300. In some of the salons, like in the urban areas, right, in the major cities where the prices are higher, I've seen when we've done this, that number lives somewhere between $4,000 and $6,000 a month. And to me, don't make anything about your number. All this is what you need to be doing approximately in a month before you have the readiness to raise your prices. Now, some people want to know about retail. Well, what I talk about in retail is you go ahead and whatever your total service is, you multiply that times 15%, and that'll give you a retail goal to shoot for. So if Natalie's number is 5,750, all I'd need to do is take that 5,750 if she was just beginning to raise her prices and multiply it times 15%. Natalie, that number would be 5,750 times 0.15. See if the app, there you go. Yeah, it looks like you'd be living at somewhere around $870 a month, Natalie. There'd be $870 a month in retail, right? $870 in retail, and approximately $5,750 in service. Now, don't get analytical. This is scientific wild ass guessing. It kind of gives you a range, so you would know when you're there. And here's what this is what's so freaking cool about this is now I can go to my Summit tracker and I can look at my month-ending numbers in any given month. Let me see, can you see it? So sometimes when you hold this up, it's hard to see. There you go. I can compare my total service dollars that I'm getting for the month, and I can compare that to my number to see, am I getting close to being able to do the dollars I need to raise my prices, or do I need more to do more to be able to raise my prices? So I'm going to have more to say about that in a second. But what I want you to really get is that you're looking at this, and these are indicators. Does that make sense? So if you take a deep breath, breathe out. I'm going to see who's in the house. Cheryl's in the house. Carla's in the house. April, Bell, Kay, she's in the house. Peter, good to have you. Rob's in the house. Aaron's in the house. April is back. Good to see you. Charmaine, you're back. Oh, Charmaine's saying, hi, Leah. Char, I'll see you tomorrow. Say hi to my homies at Summit. And I was telling them I'm showing off my Summit icon. You see that, Char? Isn't that kind of cool? All right, I want to get back to work. I got more that I want to teach you tonight. So this is really what you're shooting for. And now you can compare your month-ending service dollars and your retail dollars to whatever your two numbers are. So far, so good. Now, I want to talk to you about if you haven't hit it yet. This is where would really be cool. What I'm going to show you now is how to take your average ticket. Listen up, because I'm working fast. I want to make sure you get this. You're going to take your average ticket, and you're going to take your service dollars, and then that'll tell you what you're going to need to have a number of clients a month to hit the number. So I'll show you how that. You're going to love this one. Now, here we go. All right, so I got to remember my number. I'm going to say 5,700 okay? Natalie, do you mind if I just round it off to 5,700? It'll make it easier, okay? So I'm going to go 5,700. Let's just pretend that 5,700 is where Nat needs to be before she qualifies. She's busy enough to raise her prices. Now, remember I said bring your average ticket with you, and Natalie's average ticket, what did you say it was, Nat? 88 bucks. Now, Natalie runs at a higher average ticket is 88. That's pretty high, but so I'm going to put 88. So now I'm going to coach her for her, if she's not hitting her goal, to go, how many more clients do I need to be able to hit my number? Okay? Now, that's real easy. Watch. You're going to take your goal, right? You're going to take the goal, and the goal is 5,700, and I'm going to divide it by $88 a ticket. Her $88 average ticket. If I divide her goal by her average ticket, that should tell me exactly how many guests a month she needs to do to hit her freaking goal. Watch. 5,700, and her average ticket is 88 bucks. Watch close. All right. Natalie needs approximately 65 guests. Damn, I can't get that to show. Sometimes I'm going to have to figure this out. You don't really need to see it. You just need to know it's she needs about 65 guests a month at $88 a ticket to hit the goal. Isn't that cool? So when you do yours, you might go, oh my God, I need 4 more guests to hit my goal. And maybe you might go, oh no, man, I need 10. I'm going to give you some social media practices on how you can post on social media to get the 10 guests. Or there's another way of getting it handled. Watch, listen closely. You can, if you're saying, what if I don't want to get more clients, Michael? Well, the other way you can do it is raise your average ticket, because you're either going to raise your average ticket. When you raise your average ticket, you don't need as many clients, yes. And when you raise your number of clients, you don't need as high of an average ticket to hit your number. That's how that kind of works. That's why I love, this is kind of a new way of looking, if you're using the charts, to raise your prices. So that's so far so good. All right, now, I want to see who else is in the house. Janie B's in the house. Sandy BP's in the house. Rachel B's in the house. Holly's in the house. Natalie's saying you love it. I love it too, Nat. Leah Hansen, holy freaking Leah! You're hitting the freaking goal. I know, Leah. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. Say hi to all my buds down in Salon West. I mean, you guys are rich and terribly happy down there, baby. Cassie Gray, she just joined me. Cassie's one of my BFFs. I was just, Cass, you and I were hanging out in your hometown. Dawn B, Sandy BP saying thank you. Michelle and Ann, Jackie Fuller, she's back again. All right, so I want to get off. Are you digging this? Isn't this cool? This is where I'm going. I want to be coaching you like this, thousands and thousands and thousands, to help you make more money. This is the latest, greatest way of coaching jobs, man. This is cool. Now, once you get close to your numbers and you have the readiness to raise your prices, some of you are going to need the willingness. You're going to have the readiness, but you're not going to have the willingness. Willingness says, I want to do this. Readiness says, yeah, if I do it, I'm not going to hurt myself. Willingness says, I'm scared. I'm not willing to do this because just the thought of raising my prices. I think raising your prices is probably one of the scariest things for hairdressers to do. So I get it. And usually from the thousands that I coach, there's really 2 reasons why the people are scared. One is, I was talking to one of my colleagues today about this, that bumping into some hairdressers that are taking 3 hours to do a balayage. It's like 3 hours. It's like, well, if you're going to take that long, would you at least do a haircut in between? No. I freak out. They might be done earlier. I can only do one thing at a time. If I run behind, that's usually the first question I ask is, are you a certified colorist? Or are you on the readiness training to become certified? Because show me someone that's freaking out about working a little faster or doing a haircut while the color is processing, and that's someone that needs to take more color training so they don't freak. But the other reason that scares them is I'm freaking out to raise my price. I'm afraid that if I raise my price, two things are going to happen. Listen closely. I'm going to lose my guests. I'm going to lose my clients, or not as many are going to like me because I'm addicted to being liked. So I'm going to say in both cases, if you lose your guests, don't worry. I'm going to coach you on how to get, listen to this, new referrals from social media that aren't used to paying the old price. But the real issue is you feel guilty. You think it's greedy that you're doing this, and I'm saying, no, 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 no. You deserve to charge what you're worth, and I'm going to continue to coach you and make you courageous in this. All right, so how long have I been talking to you? It's about 20 minutes. We all got ADHD, so I'm not going to go too much longer with you. I don't want to give you any more content. I'm going to be following up on this, and I want to talk about an action plan. So your action plan is going to be, and part of this action plan is going right back to continue to use your tracker. You're going to need your tracker for the data. You need data to know when you're going to raise your price. So that's why you track. Continue to use your planner, because now we can begin, you can see that, oh, I get it. I'm either going to make some plans in my planner to get more money from the guest I need to raise my average ticket if I want to hit my goal that way, or I want to be looking who would I take a picture of and put it on either Instagram or FB to get referrals. So I'm either going to need more guests to bring me money, or I'm going to need to get more money from guests. That's what planning is all about. I don't want to go through that tonight because some of you, I'm looking at you and you already look like you took a freaking drink off of a fire hydrant, okay? So but you're going to continue to plan. You're going to continue to track. I want you to do the math exercises so the next time we come together, you've got the data and you're clearer, and then we can begin having conversations about either planning and then using social media to either fill in the gaps or get referrals. We'll figure that out, but I've given you enough to get going tonight. Let me see. Michelle N., what are you saying? Drinking. What are you drinking? Cuckoo Pop? You give a hairdresser more than 2 glasses of Cuckoo Pop, they think they're damn invisible. I got all my buddies in downtown Minneapolis. They're burning down the town tonight. Cassie Gray says, so nice seeing the data makes it a game. I know it does, Cass. Look, Cassie, look at my new shirt. It's got the summit icon. I got that from going to the retreat. And I talked to Peter Mahoney. He did an awesome keynote today. Probably the best keynote I've ever seen him do. Is your iceberg melting? Which is a whole different conversation. I don't want to get into that. So, Janie B, good to see you, girl. April BK, Becky, Leah, you're back. We appreciate your wisdom, MC. Leah, listen. You know why? Somebody said, Michael, how come what's your secret for success? I said, I'll tell you what. My secret is I hang out with people that are way smarter than me, and then I suck their skull. Leah, you're one of those people. I'm telling you, because you work at Salon West. Who else we got? Amber, Cindy B, Cassie, okay. Ashton, thank you from College Station, Texas. Hell what? Every time I'm down in Texas, I pick up the twang. Michelle, Alicia, Sarah Cruz. Did you see Gavin today? Yes, I did see Gavin today. We were hanging out. Gavin, he is on the freaking bullseye, I'm telling you. All right, listen. It's late. I gave you a whole bunch to be thinking about. If you got any questions, go ahead and key them in on my comment box, and I'll answer them. I want you to do me a favor. Start spreading the word. I want this community to go viral, okay? I'm going to be talking to you. I'm thinking about having a morning program, like maybe Tuesday morning to get us going. We'll do Thursday night, and then eventually I want to wind this baby up, so on a daily basis we're doing this, and then I'm figuring out FB Live so I can start teaching my friends at Summit, because we're going to start having little groups that you can be a member of. So now, before I leave, one other point. If you're a Summit Salon and you have a coach coming in, Make sure that the coach watches the video so that they can come in while they're visiting you and they can augment the coaching by the wisdom I'm giving you tonight. If you're a Summit Salon and you used to have a coach, consider going and getting your coach back, because that would be like pouring nitroglycerin on a bonfire, right? And if you haven't, you don't know what Summit is. You got to get on summitsalon.com and come to the Summit, because this is basic stuff I'm getting, but when you go there, baby, it really gets interesting. All right, Bridget, good to see you too. Stephanie, Karen, Alicia, Cindy B, Kay Parker. You're welcome, Kay. You know what? You're like, I love your soul, Kay. You're just a good soul. One of these days I'm going to meet you in the world. Okay, Tiff, good to see you too. All right, I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you soon. God bless.